Brain rot, brain rot, brain rot. You've probably heard this term a lot lately. In this video, I'm going to break down what brain rot actually means, how it works inside our brain, and what we can do to stay away from it. I still remember the first time I heard the word brain rot. I thought it was just some internet slang. But the more I looked into it and watched myself, the more I realized this rotting brain thing is real. I've been there telling myself I'd just watch for 5 minutes, and then suddenly it's 3 a.m. My head feels heavy, my heart's racing, and my brain's empty. Have you ever done that? Opened TikTok for just one clip, and next thing you know, it's morning already? Brain rot isn't a medical disease. It's not something you'll find in a medical textbook. It's a social and technological phenomenon, a state where your brain becomes dull, slow, and loses its flexibility. In online slang, brain rot describes the moment when your brain stops active thinking, analyzing, creating, problem solving, and switches into passive consumption mode. Endless scrolling, short clips, clickbait headlines, summary video. In other words, your brain isn't dead. It's half awake, swimming in microdopamine hits, like a CPU stuck in an endless loop. Sounds abstract? Maybe, but it's very real. Our brain was designed to seek rewards. Dopamine is that little chemical signal that says, hey, that felt good. Every swipe, every tap, every glowing notification is a micro reward. When you swipe down and see a funny video, dopamine spikes a little. Your brain remembers that feeling, so it wants you to swipe again. Do that hundreds of times a day, and your brain gets trained to chase quick rewards instead of real satisfaction. A tech engineer's point of view, let's go deeper. Not from the view of a doctor, not a psychologist, and definitely not a neuroscientist, but from the mindset of a tech engineer. I see brain rot as a system bug, a really complex one, and you can't fix it by just rebooting or reinstalling. It takes time, awareness, and serious effort. If we treat the brain like a computing system, I divide it into 4 main components. 1. The thinking processor. Normally, your brain focuses on analyzing, planning, and delaying dopamine until you achieve something meaningful. But in brain rot mode, this processor slowly shuts down because of constant short-term signals. You read a sentence and forget the one before it. You're working, but 2 minutes later, you're checking your phone for no reason. That's your CPU being hijacked, 100% active, but doing nothing useful. 2. Long-term memory. During brain rot, the brain stops storing real knowledge. It only keeps temporary bits of entertainment. You watch hundreds of videos but can't recall a single one. The brain loses its ability to connect pieces of information. You end up knowing a little bit of everything, but understanding nothing deeply. 3. The dopamine reward system. This is the emotional control center. Normally, dopamine gets released when you reach a goal, like finishing a chapter, working out, or solving a hard problem. But during brain rot, the system gets hacked. 5-second clips, shocking headlines, drama bites, they hijack your reward loop and feed you instant gratification. When dopamine comes too fast, your brain loses patience for long-term satisfaction. It starts craving now, not later. 4. Self-reflection and awareness. As brain rot continues, you lose the ability to notice it. It's like having 100 browser tabs open all playing sound. And you can't hear your own thoughts anymore. You don't even know what you're thinking. You just keep scrolling. Simply put, your brain is like a CPU that's been hijacked, always on, but doing nothing useful. The more it runs, the hotter and weaker it gets. People think scrolling is relaxing, but their brain is actually working overtime, just not for them. So, is it real? Yes, it's real. Not as a medical condition, but as a behavioral and neurological phenomenon. Recent studies back it up. 2023 University of Bonn. Continuous exposure to short videos reduced attention span after just 90 minutes. 2022 MIT. Short dopamine spikes can temporarily shut down the prefrontal cortex, the same pattern found in gaming addiction. Officially recognized digital addiction as a behavioral disorder. 2024 Stanford. 68% of Gen Z users reported losing focus after using social media for more than 2 hours a day. So, brain rot isn't a medical term, but it's the perfect way to describe a real neurological effect. Your brain is being hacked, losing its ability to focus and think deeply. How do you know if you're experiencing brain rot? It's simple. It's when you don't even know what you're thinking anymore. You just keep saying, one more video. When you're watching tons of clips but not feeling anything, that's dopamine, not joy. When you grab your phone for no reason, that's not boredom, that's habit. Your brain at that point is like a browser with 100 tabs open, all playing at once. And you can't find the mute button. My own experience, I've been there many times. The more short content I consumed, the less creative I became. I couldn't think as clearly or write as deeply. Every time I opened YouTube for a bit, I'd end up losing 3 hours, and worse, I didn't even enjoy it. Escaping that loop wasn't easy. In the digital age, we can't avoid screens. Phones, laptops, tablets, they're all dopamine gateways. One tap on play and your brain is hooked again. So I built my own defense system. I turned off all notifications, set time limits for apps, and only allowed myself TikTok after finishing real work. Sometimes, I don't cut dopamine. I just change where it comes from. Reading short books, learning something new, listening to slower podcasts. My brain still gets dopamine, but in a healthier way. What about you? Have you ever felt that way? If yes, leave a comment below. This channel is all about anti-brain rot, and if you agree with what I've shared, hit like and subscribe to join me on this journey. I truly believe brain rot isn't scary because it exists. It's scary because we don't realize we have it. Your brain isn't weak, it's just being occupied by things cheaper than your attention. Take the control back, and in the next video, I'll show you how algorithms steal your attention, and how they know what you like even before you do.